Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here in Frankfurt, Germany, with the fantastic musician Ed Kroeger, spelled K-R. How do you say?
K-R-O, 2 dots on the O, and G-E-R.
Right. Or the American version O-E-G-E-R.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what you write when you write on internet. They don't have O starts. They write O-E.
Right. And you just played your first set here at the Jazzkeller with your quintet, and man, you sound fantastic, Ed.
Thank you.
Thanks for spending some time with us on our show on KYOU Radio. So you have a really nice quintet. Can you tell us the names of the cats on the band tonight?
Oh yeah, the piano player, he's French, lives in Paris, but studied in Boston, lived for a long time in New York, and then came back to Paris. His name is Vincent Bourgeyx. The bass player is originally from Newcastle, that's North England. Played in London for a long time, then stayed in Berlin for a while, and now lives since half a year in New York. His name is Phil Donkin. Our drummer, Rick Hollander, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and lives now since a couple of years in Munich, Germany. And the saxophone player, that's my son, Ignaz Dinné. He stayed for 10 years in the USA, studying in Boston first. Then he was part of that Thelonious Monk program.
He won a full scholarship in the Thelonious Monk Institute.
Because normally we couldn't pay his life over there. It's so expensive. But with that full scholarship, we could make it, and we were happy. And he had great teachers.
That's super. Well, congratulations on that. And he's a fine young player, and it was really beautiful to hear the father and the son playing together. You have really something very special there. He has your music in his blood, you know.
Yeah, that's right. When we play together, it's a kind the way we phrase. It's so natural. We don't have to talk about play this a little longer or make an accent there. It just comes natural.
Yeah, I could definitely enjoy that special relationship you have musically and family-wise.
Sure.
You know, that's beautiful that you can play together so well and enjoy something so special in life. You know, that's really great. And your wife is also a musician?
No, but that's how I met her. She had a jazz club in Bremen.
Ah, I see.
Lila Eule in the 50s, later in the 60s, and it was one of the famous jazz clubs in Germany at that time. Yusuf Lateef played there, Freddie Hubbard played there, and Carla Bley and Paul Bley with his trio, and Chick Corea was Tony Williams' lifetime. It was a small club, but when they had a tour Europe, they played there.
So are you originally from Bremen?
No, I was born in Flensburg, that's near the Danish border.
Flensburg, yes.
Yeah, but then I moved to.
That's where they have the famous beer with the special caps.
Right. Plop.
Plop.
Makes
we know that.
Special noise. You know that? Okay.
But I know a lot of musicians from Bremen, especially my good friend Lutz Buchner.
Oh yeah, Lutz is now with a radio jazz band and a big band of NDR in Hamburg. Yeah, we've played a lot.
Well, we love Bremen, and I've been hearing about you for a long time. So thank you very much for taking a little time out while all these great. You got a full house there, and I've never seen the Jazzkeller so packed on a Mittwochabend, you know, Wednesday evening here in Frankfurt, Germany. And you know, you've been touring with this group too.
Right.
So where have you been playing with them besides Frankfurt?
We started in Hamburg, then we had 4 gigs in Bremen, in Braunschweig, that's near Hanover.
Oh yeah.
Now we have played here 2 days, and then we go to Augsburg and then to Stuttgart area and play there 2 concerts.
Well, Ed, you've been playing a long time, and you've had a lot of young musicians come through your band. And there's a rumor that goes around about you that I've heard, and you have to tell me if this is true or not, because I've been hearing this for a long time. When you have a young drummer, they say you like the ride cymbal to have rivets in it.
Yeah,
and if it doesn't have rivets, they said that you come with your own drill and you install the rivets very professionally. You make good holes. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. It started when I was teaching in Hanover, and they had no cymbal with rivets. So I thought, for this kind of music, hard bop, we need that sound.
That's beautiful.
And the guy said, yeah, I'm sorry, they put some little chain from the toilet or whatever. I said, no, that's not what I want. And I went in the basement where the workers are. And I gave him a machine. And he gave me a machine. I just put holes in it, and he had some, not really rivets, but the original rivets are made of copper. But this is another other stuff they had there. But I think, okay, you put it in there, and we had the sound.
Well, you broke a lot of cats in, and they'll never forget working with you when you leave your mark like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, it's great that you're here in the Jazzkeller. It's such an important house of music.
Oh, yeah.
And your label, very nice of Peter Kronemeyer to get back to me. And so you have an album on the Leica label. What's the name of the album?
Interplay.
Interplay.
Yeah.
And it's available on the internet. You can get it
sure.
from this label, Leica.
Yeah, no problem.
And you have your own website as well?
Yeah.
What's the web address?
Oh, you just go on Ed Kröger at web.de, or if you want to have more information, you can go on Leica Records.
Okay.
And then you have all the records there. You have my bio there.
Yeah.
And you can listen to every record.
Well, we're going to be pushing your music. I especially love that version that you did of What's New. I haven't heard that tune, and I love it when your son takes the bridge, man. That really, really warms my heart.
My first record I did for Leica Records was named What's New.
Wow, fantastic. Well, I sure enjoyed meeting you and hearing your fine group. And before we get out of here, our station, KYOU Radio in San Francisco, California. What have you got to tell our listeners on KYOU Radio?
Oh, you? Radio? Tell me, K. Why you on radio? You on radio, K? I love it.
All right. Thanks a lot, Ed. All right. We did it, man.